Hey YouTube, back with Ashton Kalia. This topic is gonna be how do you vet a person in this dating world that you trying to pursue? To to vet somebody is basically do a background check on them, really get to know that person, who that person is before and you can talk to their family members, friends, because they say you are who you hang around with in most cases, not all cases. And just really do your homework and do your research because unfortunately it's a cruel world out here and it's some people that don't got it all up here. So you gotta really be careful when you dating in this world. Don't jump out there too quick. It's okay to take your time and get to know a person. And if that person is pressuring you to jump out there, don't do nothing that you're not comfortable with. It's on your time, it's not on that person's time. You have to be comfortable enough with, as far as they want to take the relationship or, whatever. So, just really get to know a person. That's what I think. What you feel?
How can a person vet? Well, me as a woman, how can I vet the right type of man? Is based on my standards and my morals. So when it comes to women in general, because I know it's been a lot of times that a woman thinking like, oh, this man, they give you this facade like in the beginning that everything is cool, what they call it, the honeymoon phase, but
Yep.
then when you start actually getting to know a person, then it's like, okay, well, this is completely different from what I was, had
All
in the
right.
beginning. So it's really vetting is really based off your standards and
Mm.
your and what that person is doing for you. So a lot of people who do go out here in the dating world is, to me, I think y'all choosing based off the money.
Mhm.
People are choosing based off looks, which is not a problem, but you know, it could be. People are choosing based off quote unquote what this person brings to the table, which is completely utter, really don't matter. Cause really, what matters in who you are dating is the quality of the person. Meaning, are they
So
there for you mentally? Are they there for you emotionally? Are they uh upholding their um how can I say, like, your needs?
So what do you
Um,
so what do you say to the person that's dating online? What advice do you got for them when they wanna meet up with a person to get to know them in person? They feel like, oh, okay, I've been talking to them online, woo woo. Me personally, if you talking to somebody on a dating app, always video call them before you
mhm.
meet up with anything. If they don't want
Very
to
important.
video call you, red flag. If they always give you excuse,
Catfish.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, nah, that
Even
ain't
even
catfish.
it might be something worse than catfish. There might be a reason why they don't want to show that stuff on video. But I feel like they can use all the excuses in the world, but don't accept that. Don't be like, oh, okay, he said he had an excuse. His hair wasn't that. Don't like when they say that, be like, okay, but keep asking before, or if they say, oh no, I don't want to do video call, but we could still meet up. If you don't feel like you should meet up with that person without video calling them, I don't think you should. I think you. Oh no, I'll wait until you have the time. If you're not comfortable to be on camera right now because your hair or whatever the case may be, what's the rush? We could just continue talking up here, and I'm okay with that. They might give you an excuse like, looks are not important. It's no. no we don't have to video call each other. We can go off vibes, maybe we talked on the phone, we're vibing, we having fun, and that's okay. And I'll be like, okay, we can continue doing this. They want to play that game, play along with them. Yeah, we can continue doing this and talk on the phone, but we're not meeting up until
Mhm.
we can video call. That's me personally. That's how I would feel more comfortable. And then I feel like, for the people is out here that's dating on I feel like you should meet a person, in an open space, like, in a public space, with lots of people around, you know, um, you don't have to make that person feel like you uncomfortable or
Mhm.
whatever. Even though maybe you are, you don't have to really make that person feel because maybe they're feeling ease and maybe it's nothing wrong with it. So even if you feel unease or you feel uncomfortable or whatever, first of all, if you do, go with your gut. First of all, if you feel unease, it got to be a reason why you feel unease. But if you just playing it safe just in case, you know, you don't have to let that person know like, oh yeah, yeah, let's meet up in a public place because this and that. No, this is where we should. I want to meet up with, and then y'all gonna go out on your date or whatever and see how it clicks. See if the vibe there, the energy there in person. Because sometimes it could be there over the phone or through text messages and not be there in person. So for the people out there dating on a dating app, I feel like go with your gut. You know,
So
always.
do you vet?
Yeah, yeah, I do like the background check. I talk to their friends, meet their mother. The mother gonna tell you everything about her son.
Oh yeah.
So
Mhm.
kids don't have no filter.
Mhm.
So they innocent and they gonna say what they want to say. And so yeah, I see the people that they hang around. I do a lot watching and observing, which is part of vetting. And then some stuff they gonna just tell you when y'all, are talking. They gonna be, more open with you, and you gonna be more open with them. And that's how you really learn more about a person.
Yeah, so vetting really is boil down to the qualities and the perceptions of what they like or what both y'all like the similarities. Like
Mhm.
I mean, y'all could be two opposite, but long as y'all morals and values compensate what y'all want in a relationship,
Mhm.
then that should be the ultimate goal as to like, is this person for me? So you know that's why people have certain standards, and you know, but nowadays this people don't properly get to know a person. And what I mean by get to know a person, I'm talking about really understanding that person, like who that person truly is.
Mhm.
Like it don't really take. I mean, it do take a long time to get to fully understand who the person you're dating is.
Mhm.
But that only comes from like really conversating, having conversations, and sometimes people don't do that necessarily because it's the intimacies. Like you're so prone to like I need to have that intimacy level where, and what I mean by intimacy, I'm talking about sex, of course.
I think the more time you spend with somebody, their character gonna come out.
Mhm.
Like
Can't
it's
cause
all
nobody
about
can't have
time
a facade for too long.
for so long.
Mm.
But and we always gonna have our women's intuition. But yeah, I feel like, the more time that you spend with a person, you see how they move, you see how they operate, and you really see like, oh, if this the type of person that, I want to, hang with or be with or whatever, you gonna see. Because even the conversation, they could tell you whatever you want to hear. Y'all can have good conversation, and it's talk could be good because a lot of people can talk about it and don't be about it. So for me, it's more about the time you spend with that person and stuff.
So, if you have the opportunity to evaluate and to basically, basically y'all both on the same page and
Hmm.
a lot of things, then yeah, that person is a good match. Not everybody's going to be a good match based off just, oh, she give me, you know, my sexual needs all the time. Like, but that's only go for so far. So
Yeah, it's
that's
how
why a
y'all
lot of people
compliment each
end up
other.
in these like miserable relationships because we wasn't taught to like properly, uh, properly. What you was saying?
It's all about how y'all compliment each other.
Mm.
Like I feel like y'all should compliment each other, make each other feel good. If you don't feel good and energized with this person and happy and in a good and clear state of mind, it's something wrong with it. If you be around that person and it's taking away your energy and it's draining you and stuff like that, or you don't feel like you that free, you feel like you're in a controlled environment,
Yeah, and then
you
another
shouldn't
thing
be
is
there
like
because that's
people.
very dangerous anyways,
Yeah,
to be like feeling like, oh, I don't feel free in this relationship, because I don't feel like women should egg on anything that is outside of their norm
mm,
that they know. Because in the back of your mind, you taking this out of a relationship, but you know it's not right. Like, if you feel like that man is controlling your every move, you know in the back of your mind that's not right. You shouldn't just deal with it because, I love them and maybe they'll turn around. Because in the back of my mind, you creating a monster if you let him
yeah,
do.
because you're altering your personality to compensate his, and you
Yeah,
don't want to do that.
right. And you don't want to create a monster. Maybe the monster was already within, but you don't want to add to that fuel because that could put you in a position that you don't want to be in. You might see yourself trapped and like, dang, how did I get here?
Hmm.
And then walking away can be harder than you think because you done settled and dealt with this for so long. So then that person think that, oh yeah, she always gonna do that and I can always do this because she let me do this and she allowed me to do this, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. No, that's not how it works. That's not how you should take things and like accept it, because it can only get worse. It's not gonna get better from there.
Yeah, so vetting is pretty much the person compensating your needs and wants and your qualities and
Mhm.
your values.
Mhm.
Like you can't
Never
be.
take less than what you deserve,
Hmm.
ladies. And we speaking from a women
Perspective.
perspective because we're
Yeah.
both women and we both like experience, different things in relationships. So we speaking from experiences,
Yeah,
like,
like my partner always gonna be my best friend.
and
So
that's how it should be.
whenever we communicate, I'm never walking on eggshells. It's open. We both give in relationships. It's not a one side street. It's
Yeah, it's
a
not
give
just,
and take.
yeah, it shouldn't be just give, 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 give,
Yeah.
give, or take, 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 take.
And also knowing your five love languages.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know that or understand that. Um,
Yeah, one of mine is communication. Another one is quality time. Another one is, physical
touch,
touch.
yeah.
And another one is honesty. Another one is openness. And I think that's all mine. What's yours?
Well, the five love languages: quality time, receiving, words of affirmation. You said physical touch,
Yeah.
and I forgot what was the last one, but I
I
know
just,
it was gifts. words of affirmation. What I mean by words of affirmation, like complimenting your spouse, like, oh, actually, your hair look beautiful today, or stuff for that. Just uplifting, basically.
Mm, yeah, that's a good one.
I don't think people give enough compliments because once a person get in a relationship, I think
They
they
get
get,
comfortable.
yeah.
That happens a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
And physical touch don't necessarily mean sex. It could be like I'm massaging you or something, or holding your hand, showing you.
I don't think you should ever get too cut. Me personally, I don't think you should ever get comfortable in a relationship or even a marriage. I don't feel like y'all should ever be like, okay, we married now, whatever. We just gonna go about our day. I think you should still date your wife or
Hmm.
your husband. Like
Yeah,
always make it
still vet that
spicy.
person the same
Yeah.
way you met them the first time you seen them.
Right, and it don't get old to send your wife flowers or your relationship flowers. It never gets old to do stuff out the ordinary. Cause oh yeah, we've been to each other for this amount of years, so it's nothing else for me to prove. It's not about proving anything. It's about longevity and still making it,
Reassurance.
yeah, reassurance on both sides. So it's not for, anybody else but y'all two, because at the end of the day, y'all gonna be with each other for,
Tough times.
tough times through thick and thin.
Roller
Y'all
coaster.
in the same household, so it's you guys against everything. Y'all the one building this life together, building
Hmm.
this empire together. So you always want to make sure, you know, that person knows, like, okay, we in it, we locked in, for sure. So yeah, I think I like this topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
There go.
This.
Any more things you want to say about this topic? I
Yeah, I
think we
think we
discussed
summed
most
up
of it.
everything we could say about how to properly vet. Just know that when you vet, just making sure you don't go out of your boundaries
Mhm.
to satisfy somebody else's need because you're, wanting the relationship, but
Yeah.
properly making sure this person is for you and not because of what they're doing to have you.
Yeah. Yep. And just make sure both parties are happy. So that's it for the Ashley Show. Peace. See you next video.